Hello, everyone. My name's Jalise. This is the JJ Movie TV Social Game Reviews. Right now, everyone, I'm going to be doing, right now, top 20 superhero films. Now, I recently did a top 10 superhero films, but my list had drastically changed after 1 year. And it's because I've seen a lot of 2014 superhero movies, and all of them are fantastic. They are lovely. They are just great. But this is my new top 20. I gave new perspective of all of them, and I do appreciate some of the new ones on this list. So let's start off with number 20. And number 20 is none other than Superman 2. I got the Richard Donner's cut, and this film was fantastic for one reason and one reason only. Zod. Kneel before Zod. I love Superman 2 just because of Zod. Zod's been one of my favorite supervillain characters in the comics and in the movie, and I loved it. I loved that how Christopher Reeve Superman is going to fight 3 different villains, and I absolutely love the fact that he's facing 3 of his fellow Kryptonians, and it's going to be a battle for Earth. I love Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor in this one as well. I thought Superman 2 is a fantastic film. I like the fact that Lois Lane knows Clark Kent, or that Superman is Clark Kent, and I really enjoy Superman 2, so yeah, Superman 2, it's a pretty dang awesome film. Number 20, Superman 2. Number 19 on the list, and Captain America, the First Avenger. Now, I gotta say this. Chris Evans as Captain America, I didn't see it when I saw the film. He blew me away. Chris Evans is Captain America. I love Hugo Weaving as Red Skull. I love Tom Lee Jones. Love Haley Atwell as Peggy Carter. I love, I think his name is Sebastian Stan. That's his, Bucky, the best friend. And yeah, this is the origin of who Captain America is. The skinny guy who took the super soldier serum to become Captain America, and why he's always such a good character. And he fights for the truth of America during World War II against Hitler's, Hitler's little protector, or like, I'm not even sure what you called Hitler to the Red Skull, really. Red Skull is basically, he wants to control everything. Hitler's puny compared to the Red Skull. Hydra. Cut off one head, 2 more shall take his place. So yeah, Captain America, the First Avenger, number 19 on the list. It's awesome. And number 18 on the list is the second. It's the most recent Superman film, and it's none other than The Man of Steel. And I love The Man of Steel. Never before have we seen Jor-El and Krypton magnificent before how it was. I love most of the casting choices. I like Michael Shannon's as Zod. I like his different portrayal of Zod in this one. I like Henry Cavill's as Superman. I thought he did a good job. The only problem with this film was the pacing. I mean, we got like an hour of action and a little bit of dialogue. I didn't like that fact, but I still love the picture is beautiful. The casting choices are awesome, and I'm really looking forward to the new Man of Steel movie. Again, I'm not a big fan that they're going to bring Batman and all the other characters. Sorry, I'm not. I want them to focus more on Superman and rebuild him as a character like they did for Batman with Christopher Nolan's trilogy. Hope Man of Steel get up to that prestige. But yeah, Man of Steel is number 18, everybody. Number 17 is a film that I greatly enjoyed in the past, but now I still greatly enjoy it, but not as much. Number 17, Iron Man 3. I'll repeat this. I do not care for the Mandarin twist. I really do not care for the Mandarin twist. I think they did a good job for what it was. I like Killian, Guy Pearce's Killian. I thought he was a great villain. I still like Don Cheadle as War Machine or Iron Patriot. This has good repercussions of the Avengers. Tony Stark's going through post-traumatic stress disorder. He's not sleeping much. Using it more of his suits to protect him and Gwyneth Paltrow, his character, Pepper Potts, and I really liked most of this movie. The only problem is it feels like too much of comedy sometimes, but I still love Iron Man 3. I love the final fight scene at the end, so yeah, Iron Man 3, number 17 on the list. Number 16 on the list, now you're all going to hate me for this, for making this so low, X-Men The First Class. Now here's the thing. Michael Fassbender as Magneto is awesome. James McAvoy as the young Charles Xavier, awesome as well. When these two are on screen, this makes a great superhero film. But when it's off screen, I was not convinced of Jennifer Lawrence Mystique at all. Or Raven, as you call her. Or the guy that plays Beast. I wasn't totally convinced yet. And I didn't like the picture of this film. I did like the villains and all. But to me, when you have these two, Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy's characters, when they're on screen, you're just interested in them. And when you go to someone else, you're like, oh, Why can't we just focus on these guys because they're awesome, and their origin and their brotherhood? So yeah, X-Men First Class, I love it. I think it's a great superhero film, one of the best X-Men films as well, and it's number 16 on the list. Again, it's not higher than it should be than most people want, but still, that's my list. Number 15 is my favorite old Batman film, is Batman Returns. It's dark, it's awesome. Michael Keaton Batman is still my favorite Batman to this day. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, I love her, still my favorite Catwoman. Danny DeVito's Penguin, what can I say? All three are good to the comics, all three are good to the characters. Yes, the Penguin blowing up Gotham with his penguins is a little cheesy, but I still love this film. It's one of my favorite Batman films of all time. My favorite of the old ones, and I love this. It's number 15 on the list. Dark, awesome, and just plain awesome. Number 15 on the list. Batman Returns. Number 14 on the list, known as Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man. And with the upside down kiss. What can go wrong? It's one of the most romantic kisses alive, people. And not to mention, Spider-Man finally comes to the big screen in a good, very great way. And Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, I enjoy him. I think he did a good job. I love how they expand the origin of Spider-Man. I love Aunt May. I love Uncle Ben. I love Norman Osborn. I love Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn. I thought he did a great Norman Osborn. Didn't care for much of the suit, but overall the action's good. The chemistry's on and off between Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. But I still enjoyed this entire film. And yeah, I think this is a very, very dang good, great film. So yeah, let me just check my list. Number 14 starting is Spider-Man. Love this film. It's one of my favorites of all time. Spider-Man number 14. Number 13 on the list, and y'all gonna hate me for this, but Daredevil. I will repeat it 1,000 times. This is a great superhero movie. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. Because it remains true to Daredevil's character in the comics. Ben Affleck as Daredevil was awesome. What's not to love? Jennifer Garner's Elektra? Yes, it was great. Compared to Elektra, the movie, it was horrible, Elektra, the movie, but she did a good Elektra. Colin Farrell's Bullseye, good to the comics. I don't have a problem with that. Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. The Kingpin, he's black, I don't care. They all did good to the comics. The storyline was awesome. We get the origin of Daredevil. And I really don't see the hate to this movie. I really don't understand it. I've seen the director's cut. The director's cut is better than the theatrical cut. But I will always go down to this day, to the day I die, Daredevil is a great film. It's not a bad film. It's not a terrible film. And I'm tired of the hate on this film. And it's a really great film. You should really all check it out. And it really stays true to the comics, especially how Bullseye gets electric. Ooh, spoiler. Sorry. But yeah, number 13, Daredevil. Number 12 is Narden, the Wolverine. Now most people are gonna say, why'd you put how can you put the Wolverine over X-Men First Class? One, Hugh Jackman Wolverine never has been portrayed as great as it in any other X-Men film. That includes X-Men Days of Future Past. This is the Wolverine movie. We get to know who Wolverine character is. He's a loner, he's a protector, he's a Ronin, he's a lone wolf. He is the protector and he is the Wolverine. Wolverine is an awesome character. I love how he goes to Japan. I like the love story between him and Mariko. I don't care for the Jean Grey love story with Wolverine at all, but I love how it takes repercussions to Let's Stand and makes it into something good. And I really love this entire story, and it's really just a rebirth of Wolverine in some cases, and we get to feel more for this character than we ever have before. The first and second act are awesome. What they did with the Silver Samurai, it could have been better, but still, I love the Wolverine. It's number 12 on my list, so yeah, the Wolverine, number 12. Number 11 on the list, Narden, Iron Man. Now, I love the first Iron Man. I used to think Iron Man 3 was better than Iron Man, but I look back at it, no. I don't care how long it takes for Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark to get in the suit. I don't care. It's awesome all the way through it. I love the characters. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. I love this entire film. The final act, yes, the boss fight was predictable. Who was the main villain? Yeah, we all saw it coming. But still, this is such a pretty and great film. This started Marvel's Universe. This started to get us the Avengers. So yeah, Iron Man. I love you, Iron Man. 11. Number 10 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This is the first of the 2014 on the list. And I don't understand the hate for this film at all. I really don't understand it. Maybe because there's a crappy love story. Oh no. Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy is remarkable. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I love the picture of this film. I love the Spider-Man suit. I love the relationship. I love Harry Osborn. They become the Green Goblin. I like that part. Yes, it felt kind of rushed. I didn't mind that. I love Jamie Foxx's Electro. I thought it was great. It has a great comedic moment. It had some great comedic moments. Great action. It's an overall near great Spider-Man film. This is my second favorite Spider-Man film of all time. I love this film. I thought this film was awesome. Yes, Rhino wasn't needed, but it does a lot of respect to all Spider-Man genres. And I thought this is a great film. I don't know why people hate it. They didn't do a superhero. They didn't do supervillain. They didn't do what Spider-Man 3 did with 3 villains against Spider-Man. No, Rhino was hardly in a movie. Get rid of Rhino, you'll have these two, and that's an awesome movie. I love the new take of Harry Osborn. I love the new take of Spider-Man. I love The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Number 10, baby. Number 9 is the oldest superhero movie on my list, and it's the second superhero movie of all time. And it's none other than Superman, the movie. I love Superman. The first one with Christopher Reeve. I loved how he caught that bullet and he pretended to faint. I love Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. I loved the relationship with Clark Kent, Lois Lane in this one. I thought this was an awesome Superman film. This is a film that got superheroes serious, and I love this film for that. And I love this entire thing. It started all, what can you say? Superman is an awesome film. Number 9 on the list. Number 8 on the list. Now, this changed dramatically. It went downhill for a bit, but I still love this film. I still cherish it. It's none other than The Avengers. Now, to get all these characters, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Nick Fury, Hulk, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, and Hawkeye, it's nearly impossible to make a good movie, right? Wrong. Joss Whedon made a great film. I mean, this film has its flaws. It does have its flaws. That's why I put it down on my list a little bit more. But I still love this film. I thought the action was good, like Loki in this one. And then just Tari where I am, but it started off for what they want to do for the Avengers. And I cannot wait for Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, which is going to be so much better than this one, more likely. So yeah, number 9, The Avengers. Okay, number 8 on the list is the film I do not have right now. It's none other than Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I believe Guardians of the Galaxy now is officially better than Avengers, just because the Guardians of the Galaxy, they felt like more of a family like the Avengers. They felt more of a connection. I felt more real something of a superhero team that I didn't see the Avengers in the first Avenger movies. Guardians of the Galaxy did that with one movie, and I thought it was awesome. I love all the characters of Guardians of the Galaxy. I love most of this entire film. It's just, I don't like how they get beat up so much and they could rise again and it doesn't affect them that much, and I just think they were too invulnerable. I'm like, man, you all should have been dead a long while ago, but still, I'll accept it. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. A great soundtrack, great picture, great action. It's a sci-fi action mixed with superheroes. I thought it was awesome. Number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, number 6 on the list, people's nerd, X-Men Days of Future Past. I got the Steelbook edition. 1, the X-Men from the future basically have to go all the way back, basically to stop Mystique, basically to create the Sentinels. The Sentinels basically are the things that hunting down mutants, and they have Mystique's DNA, and basically they have to go back to the past, stop Mystique from killing this one guy who's going to create the Sentinels and destroy the entire future for mutants and all of mankind. So they're basically a time travel film mixed with the X-Men First Class people and the original X-Men guys, and I love this film. It's very, very dark. Yes, there are some flaws, but if this was the end of the X-Men franchise right now, and they said no more X-Men films, I thought this was a perfect ending. I love X-Men Days of Future Past. It's awesome. It's amazing. Jennifer Lawrence sold me as Mystique in this one. I love her as Mystique in this one. I like the guy that plays Beast now. I like most of these actors now. I have no complaints about the casting choices whatsoever with none of these actors. So yeah. Number 6 is our X-Men Days of Future Past. I love this film. Number 5 on our list, then Captain America: The Winter Soldier. To me, this is the best Marvel Cinematic Universe film of all because it's a great Captain America movie. It's a great Nick Fury movie. Great Black Widow movie. Introduction of the Falcon. We get the Winter Soldier. We get the reinformation. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there are so many spoilers that I could say about it that it's gonna make this movie even more awesome. You have to see this more. It's a political thriller. It's a spy thriller. It really gets to the heart of what all superheroes must do in order to sacrifice their freedom. I thought this film was amazing. I love it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, because if I spoil it for you, you'll find out why this movie is so awesome. Number 5, Captain America the Winter Soldier. Check it out. Number 4, and this will probably be always number 4 on my list, is X-Men 2 United. My favorite X-Men film. Nightcrawler coming into the White House, attacking the president, the attack on the X-Men mansion, Wolverine going berserk in the X-Men mansion. What can I say? Pyro, it does a great appearance. Mystique is a badass character. Introduction of a great underrated villain, William Stryker, and a little bit origins of Wolverine. Wolverine versus Lady Deathstrike. There's just so many great things about this superhero film. Jean Grey's sacrifice. This was an X-Men film that set all records to me. No other X-Men film can beat this. And I thought maybe X-Men Days of Future Past could, but no. My heart, I know X-Men 2 United is still my favorite X-Men film, and still is one of my favorite Marvel movies of all time. I love X-Men 2 United. Yeah, X-Men 2 United, number 4. Number 3 on the list. Now, if y'all know me and y'all seen this, then you know what my top 3 are. Number 3 is The Dark Knight. I thought Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight was awesome. It's amazing. What can I say about the casting choice? Heath Ledger's Joker is amazing. It's dark, gritty. This film just is more like a supervillain movie than a superhero. This is more the characteristics of... This plot is more like why Batman will always be Batman, why Joker will always be Joker, and what's the relationship between the two. That's mostly what this movie's about. And it's just a great ride to see what Joker has planned and how Batman's going to stop him. And it's just a great thriller ride, a great superhero movie, and you just have to watch this movie till the end and what it means to be a superhero and what it means to sacrifice. And yeah, Dark Knight does that completely great. Number 2 on our list, Batman Begins. I love Batman Begins. I will forever cherish this movie because it's my favorite origin of a superhero film. This is my favorite Batman film. What can I say about this film? Ra's al Ghul, Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul. What can you say? The origin of Batman never been stronger. Really getting into characteristics of why he became Batman, who Bruce Wayne is, who he will be Bruce Wayne to the world, and this is such a gripping take of basically who Batman character is and forever will be. This is the origin of Batman. This felt like a Batman film. This is the most. I love this film without a shadow of a doubt. This is one of my top 10 movies of all time, and I love Batman Begins. Yeah. Number 2. Number 1 on the list is no, it's not The Dark Knight Rises. It is not the Christopher Nolan trilogy, but it's my favorite Spider-Man film of all time, and it's Spider-Man 2. I got Spider-Man 2 on widescreen and 2.1. I love Spider-Man 2. It's my favorite Spider-Man film of all time. I think, other than The Dark Knight, no other superhero films get into the characteristics of what a superhero sacrifices. Batman and The Dark Knight sacrifices at the end what he has to do in order for the city to hunt him down, because that's what he needs. That's what needs to happen for the city. Spider-Man, Peter Parker must sacrifice his basically happiness to be either with Mary Jane, to have a good grades, or have a healthy job, and to basically become the hero that the people need right now, to sacrifice his own happiness. I love Ant-Man in this one. I love J. Jameson in this one. I love it. I love every single moment of this. Love Doc Ock. I love Spider-Man 2. It's going to be one of my favorite films of all time. Favorite superhero film of all time. It's number 1 on the list, everybody. Alright, everyone. If you stayed up for this long for the top 20 superhero films, let me know what y'all think, everyone. Subscribe if you like. Disagree with me if not. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. This is the JJ Movie TV Social Game Reviews. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. This is Jalise, signing off.